I just come. But then, Matthew.
Welcome to Underaged Grandparents. This is a podcast about marriage, family, and the fact we became grandparents before turning 40. We guarantee by listening to this podcast, you will feel normal. All right, we're going to kick off today's show with a little follow-on segment from last week. Mm-hmm. We were talking about Sabrina Carpenter's song Tears.
Yes.
Do you remember the lyrics?
Yes. Get wet at the thought of you being a responsible guy.
And then she goes on to say that tears run down her thighs.
Yeah.
So what I've organised here is sometimes song lyrics, they're just not truthful enough. You know, I know music's meant to be like a fantasy land.
Yeah, it's like art, doll.
Yeah.
It's more feeling than fact.
Well, and the world is full of more feelings than facts most of the time.
Are you going to have an old man rant here? Is this what this is about?
No, this is no old man rant.
Okay.
What we've lined up, I wondered if Sabrina Carpenter's song, she's obviously single or, you know, met this new guy. That's what the song's about, right? So she's newly met this guy.
Maybe.
And it's the new part of their relationship. Mm-hmm. The honeymoon part of the relationship, I would say.
Yeah, okay.
Do you remember that part of our relationship?
It was a long time ago, doll.
20 years ago, in fact.
Yes. What is the date? Oh, my God.
We're recording this on the 15th of September.
Okay, no, we're good. It's October. Our anniversary of when we met.
The day we met, yeah.
Yeah.
What date is that? Do you remember?
It's the 21st.
You passed the test. Congratulations.
I think.
I can't remember.
Or is it the 12th? I can't remember either. I'll have to check. It's around my friend Matt's birthday.
Yeah, because it was the day of his 18th birthday party was the first night we met.
Yeah.
I mean, technically we didn't really start dating till a couple of months after that.
That's true.
But we knew each other quite well.
It was like the first or second week of December, I went to your Christmas party.
Yeah, and you begged to be my girlfriend.
No, and you
like,
begged
please,
to... No.
Make it serious, please.
Complete lies.
No, I'm pretty sure I did most of the begging. Do you remember the first time we said I love you to each other?
Yeah. In your bedroom at the Sunshine Coast?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you were monologuing. You were like, went into this long monologue of all the things that you liked about me. And, you know, it was going on and on and on. And then when you finished it, I was like, I love you too.
And then what did I can't even remember what I said. I remember the moment.
You were like, I do love you. It was in the dark though, because we were just laying side by side. Yeah.
And I think Ethan was asleep on a block mattress on the floor.
Probably.
Yeah. It
was only a 2-bedroom unit and you had 2 flatmates.
Yeah. Yeah, who were a couple.
Yeah. Fun times.
It's very daunting telling someone you love them for the first time.
Yeah, you're probably right about that. I think women find it a little bit easier. We tell our friends we love them all the time. I don't think guys walk around telling their mates that they love them.
No.
Whereas like we finish pretty much every conversation, every text with love you.
See, mate, boys tell each other they love each other by insulting each other.
Yeah.
You know, like this is the difference between men and women. Women will, like a girl will wear a new dress or something and you'll say to your girlfriends, oh my God, you look amazing in that. A guy turns up to a barbecue in a new T-shirt and you go, nice shirt, dickhead.
Yeah.
And that's how guys show each other affection.
Yeah. Well, like my dad telling my brother that he looks like a homeless person.
The way he dresses.
The way he dresses. And because my dad works for a homeless charity, my brother said, well, I was hoping you'd give me more attention.
Yeah, that was them saying they were loving each other.
Yeah.
But the honeymoon phase of a relationship is just, you're so blinded by anything. Like I'm sure you
What are you saying?
You would have thought that I was perfect in the honeymoon phase.
Sure.
And you probably don't see me that perfect anymore. So I want to recreate Sabrina Carpenter's Tears here.
Yeah.
And I'm going to play the bit of the song, this part here where she goes, I get wet at the thought of you. And then that is where you're going to fill in the blank.
Mm-hmm. I'm not going to sing it though.
No, you can just say whatever.
We'd lose listeners that way.
With the actual thing, we've been together for 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
We've been married for 13.
Mm-hmm.
13 this year or next year? Next year.
No, 13 this year.
You passed the test again. Well done. Are we at that point where we can't remember everything now? No, 13. Not really.
Well, it's meant to be.
I mean, I just forget dates now. We've been together for so long. I've known you longer than anyone in the world besides my immediate family.
Well, we've actually been together more than half of your lifetime.
Correct. Yeah, we met when I was 18.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
But what I'm going to do is I'm going to play you that part. Mm-hmm. And this is, we're out of the honeymoon phase. Mm-hmm. We're still deeply in love with each other, obviously.
Obviously.
You adore me.
Yes.
Yes. Just adore me.
Yes, I do.
And then you're going to fill in the blank with things now 20 years on that turn you on, all right? All right?
Okay.
The things now.
That would.
20 years on, the things now about me.
That would turn me on.
That get you wet. Okay, Sabrina Carpenter's song Tears, the marriage edition.
Mm-hmm. I get wet for you. Doing the kids' bedtime routine. Tears run down my thighs.
Oh, that's the worst, isn't it?
It's terrible.
I'm lucky that I get out of that most nights.
Yeah. But you even get out of it on the weekends because you're tired from the week.
Yeah, well, I got up at 3 o'clock this morning to go to work.
I know, sweetie. But yes, the kids' bedtime routine is possibly the worst part of the day, except for also waking them up in the morning, which is also my job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why do they fight it so much?
I don't
bedtime?
know. I don't really know.
I mean, it's so ridiculous because the thing that you fight so much as a kid, I want so badly as an adult now. Mm-hmm. I would love for someone to come in and say, you must go to sleep right now. Mm-hmm. Go and brush your teeth.
Oh.
Go to sleep.
Our daughter has discovered hot water bottles, and even though it's not hot, she makes me, and she's got this thing called a hot pet where you like heat up its belly, and she sleeps with that now. So like the routine's just got extra steps to it. Like she likes to add a couple of steps.
Well, her other one is she likes to have an apple before she goes to sleep. Now, not just an apple, it has to be cut up.
Cut up, yeah. Green apple. Yeah.
She's very particular.
Yeah.
Okay, noted. Here we go. Sabrina Carpenter Tears, the marriage edition. I get wet for you.
Hanging up the bath mat.
I do that now. I do.
I know, and that's what I'm saying. What a turn on.
Whenever you had a dig at me about that, and I didn't realize it was such a big deal. So now I hang it up.
It's not a big deal. It's just something that is, if I go to use the bath mat and it's had 3 hours of drying between your shower and my shower, then I'm happy for that.
I've never forgotten since you said it to me that last time.
Great. I believe you.
When did I last forget? No, I haven't forgotten in a while.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Sabrina Carpenter Tears, the marriage edition. I get wet for you.
Paying the credit card and not saying, we've overspent this month.
I will never, ever be able to do that.
Oh, we haven't saved much this month. Sorry, doll. Tears run down my thighs. Acting like I'm a good driver.
And I didn't play the other bit for you. I was still wondering whether or not I wanted to have a rebuttal on your credit card one.
I thought you just played it.
No, that was the tears run down my thighs part. I've got the headphones on. You can't quite hear it from over there. Can I put one in?
Sure.
I get wet for you. Sticking to the budget that we both agreed on and then not fighting me when I say, why aren't we following the budget? Anyway, before we get into a fight.
I don't know if it's quite as sexy if tears are running down your thighs.
Yeah, that's true. There's probably an issue if that's happening. Hey.
Yeah.
All right. How many more of these have you got?
I mean, I've got heaps, but I think...
Give me a couple more. Here we go.
Okay.
All right.
Saying I'm overdue for a girl's lunch.
Tears run down my thighs.
Hard to do when there's one on every second week. All right, next one.
I get wet for you.
Saying I look nice without asking if it's a new dress.
Tears run down my thighs.
All right, Sabrina Carpenter, Tears, the marriage edition. If she was singing this to her husband.
I get wet for you.
Putting away your own clothes.
Tears run down my thighs.
I am. They are beside
Honey.
the bed. It's called a floor drobe.
Oh, honey.
It's a floor drobe. It's
That pile beside your bed just grows. There's 2 backpacks there. There's a little stand for your phone for when you're filming your videos. There's quite often a wig.
the backpack has all my wigs in it
Okay.
for my TikToks.
Okay. And there's just usually a growing pile of like nuts and bolts and things that I find in the washing that I just pile up on your bedside table, and it just grows and grows.
That's because we're in the middle of renovations, and then my nuts and bolts for things that I've got to fix up once we're finished.
Okay.
All right, you want one more? Last one, bring us home. Here we go. If Sabrina Carpenter's Tears was sung by a married woman.
I get wet for you.
Got a face on, here we go.
Taking an antihistamine without being asked.
Tears run down my thighs.
Which, I mean, have you had one today?
No, I
Because you had the
haven't.
biggest coughing fit right before we came in here. Like the noises that were coming out of you.
Oh, my allergies are trouble. You do in the middle of the night. I'm like fighting for my life.
I know.
Against my allergies. I'm coughing, I'm sneezing, I'm blowing my nose. And you'd rather go, babe, have you had an antihistamine?
I should just start putting them in your coffees.
Yeah,
and
drug
drink
me.
bottles and
Can you
stuff.
please? It'd be easier.
Yeah.
So when I'm in bed in the middle of the night, it's like when you need to wee and you don't want to get up. I just don't want to get up.
Worst.
All right.
And we both woke up at 3 o'clock. You had bad allergies. I needed to pee. And then we just couldn't go back to sleep. It's just
Yep.
being old, darling. So something that we've been doing lately that I did heaps as a kid, like pretty much every night as a kid, and definitely I don't think we've ever done, maybe since we've lived in Sydney, is eating dinner in the lounge room, watching TV. Like
The last time we would have done that, was in Sydney when Ethan was
grade 3, grade 5.
Yeah.
Around then. So long time ago.
And when you say TV, you mean free to air TV.
Free to air TV.
Yeah.
And that was mainly because it was cold in Sydney, and we'd had a formal dining room out the house we lived in. It was like an old house, remember?
Oh yeah.
It was kind of separate to.
Yeah, well, it wasn't really a formal dining room. It was because it was an old like workers' cottage. It was just like a room tucked, like everything was just like an add-on room.
What I'll say is
room.
a separate dining room.
Yeah,
not formal, but like now everything's
We
open.
weren't living in a mansion in Sydney.
Everything's open plan now.
Well, I tell you, we were paying mansion prices
We were.
for a non-mansion house.
Yeah,
God, that
full
joint
of mold.
so
It was
expensive.
I loved it, even though it was a moldy old thing. But yes, eating in front of the TV, we just don't do it. Like we
had the
open
only
plan.
heater. The lounge room had the only heater.
Yeah, it's like an open plan house that we live in now. So you kind of you eat in the kitchen dining area, and there's no one watches free to air. Everyone's looking at their phones during dinner.
Well, we were really bad for that, and then we started introducing no phones at the start.
No device dinners.
Yeah, no device dinners. So the first, whatever, we all talk to each other and have a proper conversation.
Yeah, but like our kids don't really watch TV.
Nah, they're
for any
YouTube
reason. Like we
and-
watch sports and stuff, but that's on, subscriptions.
Yeah.
But we've started, and we thought this is cute. Let's go back to the 90s. We're all sitting in the lounge room. It's the only area of the house that's not being renovated, pretty much.
Yeah.
So we're sitting in there eating dinner, and we flicked on free to air just to see like what's happening. Is The Price is Right still what you're watching while you're eating dinner? Do you know what I mean? Like,
remember the yodeling guy?
No.
Oh, don't you? You'd climb up the thing on The Price is Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I do. Oh, sorry,
Yeah.
Peanut. Did I scare you with that noise that came out of me?
It's the dog.
But alas, there was no fun game shows.
No.
Or
It's
it's
all
just
news.
Yeah, it was news on every channel. And not like we had to turn it off. I think we tried 2 nights in a row.
Yeah.
The first night we were like, ended up muting it and just saying, oh, let's talk. We played a board game or something. And then the second night we were like, oh, let's try again. And the news is even worse. Like,
I hate the news, and I would do anything to avoid the children from seeing it. And it is harder because they're online. And it's something we need to be more mindful of now is things are popping up on like YouTube and things like that where they watch that reference the news, or I don't know whether it's other kids are hearing news and they talk to their friends about it, but they're across more than they really need to be.
yeah.
And it's so just awful, everything in the news. You don't ever see, like, there's never any good news stories.
No.
It's like 30 minutes or 60 minutes of just doom and gloom and the world's going to end and every situation spun 60,000 different ways.
Yeah.
Like
Even the Australian-based news, which, I mean, like local stories and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They're looking for the worst of the worst stories to bring to you about, you know, domestic violence in the state. And I understand being informed. I don't want to put my head in the sand and say that the world is fine. The world is not fine.
No.
Obviously, it's not fine. But I can be the person in control of what goes into my brain as far as how much negativity I consume.
Yeah.
And because it is so negatively focused, the news, I can only have so much of it. And it's the same with if like something happens, I'll avoid social media for a period in time.
Yeah.
If something really terrible happens, because I just don't need that in my psyche. I need to even that out with positivity.
Yeah.
And but I don't remember as a kid there being so much like horrible horror stuff in the news. Like I was an anxious kid. I worried about things like tidal waves. I've told you that before. Like I had this unhinged
did you see it on the news once? Or?
No, it was a movie. It was like some 70s movie
Yeah.
that I saw that was about a tidal wave, which was completely unrealistic and everything. But as a kid, it like made me scared, and I never wanted to go to like
Near
islands
the ocean
or
or
near the
whatever,
ocean.
yeah.
But yeah, like I don't remember having a deep fear of like what was happening in the world around me, even though there was stuff obviously. But it just, I don't know if it was the way it was reported on or the type of footage they used. Like, yeah.
Well, the thing is, there's so many, like they're real issues, right? And they're adult issues. But my fear is for our children that they don't get to live childhood for long enough with that ignorance is bliss.
Anyway, yeah.
Because there's so much stuff politically and whatever's going on, and there's, you know, all marches for everything, which I have no issue with people protesting or whatever, you do you, but I really want, I'm the same as you, and maybe it was because I was in a small country town, my whole world was just sort of where I was with my friends and everything like that. My parents were obviously across what they needed to be, but I didn't, and I didn't really need to know. Because if we're constantly bashing like how bad everything always is, climate change, war, you know, economy, blah, 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 bang, 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 it's awful, it's awful, it's awful. Of course they're going to be anxious the way that they are. Kids are more anxious now than they ever have been.
Yeah.
And I just think there needs to be more out there, I don't know, some sort of positivity or good news at least put on. But I guess
that's what a lot of the sites that I follow on Instagram are like, those good news, Tanks Good News, all those.
I think one's popped up in my feed this week, and it's great.
Well, that's all I follow,
Yeah.
pretty much, as far as news goes. And I know it's harder for you being in the media. You have to be across the news. And quite often you won't tell me stuff because you know that I don't want to know.
Of course.
Like, I don't want to know everything, every incident and terrible event that happens in the world. I don't want to know.
Yeah. even with our radio show, whenever I hear the news, if there's something on there that I think is too abrasive or too fear-mongering, because we've got kids in the car on their way to school, I will talk to the newsreaders. I'll be like, I don't want that in there.
Yeah.
Or I want you to reword it because you've got a little kid in the car.
Yes.
Who I don't, I want them to not hear it in that way.
Yeah.
You mentioned domestic violence before, and it's a huge issue.
Huge.
Right.
In Australia especially.
Right around the world, and it's awful. And I am all for talking about it and reporting on it and stuff. But I think there is so many good news stories on that and other social issues that we're making progress on that never gets talked about because the negative side of it constantly is what will get clicked on the internet.
100%. Yeah.
I always think about small steps for Hannah Clark, who lost her life to domestic violence.
Absolutely terrible thing that happened in Brisbane a few years ago. It really shook
right around Australia. But her parents and her family.
Oh, what they've done.
Raising
they're just money,
amazing
changing
people.
laws and
yeah. And I think that they're the types of stories where you got to talk about these amazing people as well, what they've overcome and everything. So
yeah,
I don't know, but I just, you can't shield your kids from everything, but the news is definitely one that I would love to keep them away from for as long as possible.
No, I agree. I wonder when it really changed, because...
Did it ramp up at COVID time, do you reckon? Was it worse? Was it bad before that, but then just took a giant leap from COVID?
Possibly, because everyone was kind of at home, and that was our only view into the world, really, wasn't it? And I guess now it's so much easier for the news to get into your
Donald
house.
Trump was the other one, the news people. Like, just stop talking about the bloke. You know what I mean? Just stop talking about him. Anyway. We're going to move on to some fun stuff now.
I think we should because I feel depressed.
And for that fun thing, a new segment to the show, Does Anybody Else? Now, this one came through from Mel on our Underaged Grandparents podcast Facebook page.
Yeah.
The question essentially is, does anybody else do blah, blah, blah? Mm-hmm. Now, Mel has said this is something that her husband's family has always done. Mm-hmm. She asks, does anybody else blow out the candles on a birthday cake before singing happy birthday?
You can't do that.
I thought exactly the same thing. So rather than do the happy birthday to you, happy birthday, and then all the claps and everything, and then blow out the candles, they go, all right.
It's so anticlimactic because that's the whole point of singing the song.
What do you do? Like, what happens after you've sung? Do you go, all right,
let's cut the cake.
Who's got the knife?
That's so weird.
I thought it was weird as.
What does she say why they do it this way?
She said her husband's family have always done it this way. As more people come into our family, it's starting to change. But because there's always some people who do it before and after, there's confusion to know when are we going to do it. So people start to sing happy birthday, someone's about to blow the candles out.
Yeah, no. I've never been in an
No, you never
instance
a pre-blow
where there's been a pre-blow. No. It's always a post-blow.
Every single time.
Yeah.
A friend of mine, when she moved to America, she learnt the hard way that they don't do hip hip hooray.
No.
So she lives in LA and she's over there, at a friend's birthday, whatever.
She said it was like lots of really cool 20-somethings who are trying to make it in Hollywood.
All the LA, the actors
LA.
and stuff.
Yeah.
She works in entertainment as well. Maud Garrett. I'll give you her name. Her and I used to work on radio together. She said she went to LA singing happy birthday to you, happy birthday. And everyone's like, yay. And then she just expected that everyone would do hip hip hooray. And the way she explains it is she went, in it very Aussie, hip, hip. And everyone just turns to her and goes, what are you doing? What are you doing? Because, they don't do it there. Only Australia does hip hip hooray.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
and you never don't do it. And then someone always goes, for he's a dollar go fellow.
Yeah.
Like there's a sequence of events that happens when there's a birthday cake involved.
And is Australia the only country who claps for every year that
Yeah.
old you are? And then one at the end, one
See,
to
that
make
one,
you
that
grow?
one I don't think is mandatory. Like, I feel like some people don't do it.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think once you turn 12,
Yeah.
no claps.
Because we did it for your 94th grandma's birthday. Your grandma's 94th birthday.
Yeah, that one maybe is different. Maybe when you get
Yeah.
up into those ones, you
Yeah.
can do it because you're
Yeah.
celebrating.
Yeah.
But if you're
You wanna clap every
46 and someone starts
no.
clapping,
No,
No.
doll.
that's
No,
46 claps and a
No,
very
doll.
awkward time. You know? And if you start that, you're a psychopath.
doll. Yeah.
Don't start the claps.
100%.
Cut off at 12, begin again at 80, I reckon.
Yeah.
Between 12 and 80,
Yeah.
you don't get clapped.
No claps.
No clap.
No clap.
But if anybody else does blow out the candles before singing happy birthday, send us a message on our Insta, Underaged Grandparents, and let us know. We're going to wrap the show with a question. We got asked this a few weeks back, and I've been slack. I actually forgot that it got sent. It was written on a piece of paper, and I found the piece of paper when I was cleaning my desk. So the question is from someone who listens to the podcast, and they've said, you guys sound like you have pretty busy lives.
Mm-hmm.
That is an understatement. Yes, we do.
Yeah.
There's always something on.
Yeah.
Obviously, we've got 3 children.
Mm-hmm.
Our eldest is 22. He's about to turn 23. Am I wrong?
He's about to turn 24.
No, he's not, is he?
Yeah, he is.
Is he
No, he's not.
No.
Yes, he is. Yes, 24 next year.
Is he 23
He turned
already?
23 in March.
Oh, yes, of course. God, my brain is mush today.
No, it's fine.
Really?
It's just, yeah, he's 24 in March.
Bloody hell. I am getting old. So he's 24. We have an 11-year-old and an 8-year-old daughter as well. So 2 boys, girl. We have a granddaughter who's about to turn 1.
Yeah.
It's her first birthday this weekend, her birthday party. You work full-time. I work full-time. Life is insane.
We have a business as well.
Yep. We both have businesses individually that we run.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's like things are really hectic, but we've been asked, how do we get time for each other? The short answer is this podcast every week.
Yeah. Well, that's actually pretty true.
That's
our
sort of why
therapy
we,
session.
yeah, sort of why we, one of the reasons we started this is
Yeah.
it's kind of just like a 40 minutes, 20 to 40 minutes each week where we sit down and
Or we can debrief and chat to each other,
yeah.
which, Jordan Peterson says is a good thing.
Yes, he does.
But yeah, no, I think we have to claw for it. That's how we get it. We have to like really inconvenience ourselves usually to make it happen. Like it's not as simple as we can have date night once a month or anything like that. There's so much in our calendar and we require babysitting and things so often that we never get to do it. Well, not never, but rarely get to do it just so that we can hang out, the two of us. Or
We need to, I think we need to be better at it,
Yeah, I do too.
at putting time aside just us.
Yeah.
And time maybe just us and the kids, because
Yeah.
a lot of the time we're going from like a sporting thing to a school thing to a friends catch up to the next kids party to the you know what I mean, like there's always, and they're all great things and fun
work
things
on the weekend.
yeah, work things, but we never really spend time just you and me, proper date night or like a night away.
I think like this weekend just gone. So in order for us to spend some time together, because I had to go to the coast on a Friday night for a work thing, and then we had to drive to Toowoomba for something on the Saturday. Because of that, you were like, I'll inconvenience myself and I'll come with you to the coast. And so we ended up being in the car for like
6 hours on Saturday.
6 hours on Saturday and a couple of hours on Friday as well. But that was the only way for us to get a few snippets of time together. So yeah, it's usually that's how we kind of make it work, because we just, but it's a lot of planning. I feel like you and I have to sit down like almost daily and talk about what's happening for the next couple of like days and work out the logistics of it. And
calendars are really good. Like we send each other calendar invites.
Calendar invites, yeah. And now that you know that my work one's shared, you don't send me requests for sex anymore, which is handy.
Do you want to start requesting handies? Is that what you're saying? Yeah, I used to check Esther's calendar and then I would send her requests on Outlook for sexy time. Mm-hmm. It's like as if you don't have 5 minutes spare there.
Who needs 5 minutes?
Well, 5 minutes in heaven is better than no minutes in heaven, darling.
That's very true.
We also, one of the things we do is we have lunch together regularly, and we're lucky that we can do that because you work from home.
Yeah.
So we might catch each other for 20 minutes in the middle of the day where we sit, even if it's just eating at home.
Yeah. You'll just, make something and I'll come out and eat it and we'll catch up.
But we do, I think, and we probably chat on the phone a little bit more. So I'll call you on my way home from work.
I'm not a real phone chatter, but you do call me on the way home from work, which I like.
Well,
I like it. I like you calling me, but I'm not a big phone person.
No. But see, for me, I feel like that's our first conversation of the day.
It is true.
Because I haven't seen you all morning. I've been gone since like 4.
Yeah.
But we do need to be better, I think, at just the two of us. And I don't think date nights have to be this big, elaborate, expensive thing.
Not at all.
Don't get me wrong. Weekends away or nights away are the creme de la creme of date nights.
Yeah.
But I think just, having just dinner or something.
Yeah. I think the lunches that we have, we could class them as a date night.
Yeah.
Because that is something that we do, that we carve out. And it can be just like a toasted sandwich at the table. Just the two of us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep, that sounds like every girl's dream. Toasted sandwich at the table.
On a Tuesday.
On a Tuesday.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's hard. And I think it's something all parents struggle with.
Oh yeah. Especially when you have like school age kids.
Yeah.
Because there's always a lot happening in the school calendar on top of everything else. And your schedule's never like I heard someone say, if you want to be content and happy, get a schedule that's baggy enough to live in, like that it's like you've got enough space in there for it to be comfortable. And I'm like, that's just it's made me feel even worse about the fact that that's just not even.
See, but
possible.
I get stressed by our busyness, but I know one day, and we've been through this with Ethan, one day it will be gone, right? Like the footy, the dancing, the touch, or the kids being around. Like even on the weekend, Xander was out riding his pushy with his mates, and then he rocks up at the house with two of his friends, and they're like, "Can we wash your car for some cash?" And I was mowing the lawn, and there was 3 dunderhead 11-year-olds spraying each other with the hose and not really doing much car washing, with their push bikes strewn all in the way. And I try my best sometimes to take a moment and look at that and be like, this will go one day and that will really suck.
Well, Edie had 2 friends over at the same time.
Yeah.
So we had 3 little girls playing baby dolls in the lounge room, making a huge mess while I was trying to clean our, current state. And I thought the same thing. I was like, it's like if the children were not here, easier. But like listening to the girls giggle and the boys spray each other with the hose was actually like what made it a good day.
Yeah. And I see heaps of people, because I cry on TikTok a lot when I'm sitting on the toilet. It's for some reason when I'm on the toilet,
I thought you meant like you film videos of yourself crying on TikTok.
No, all the sad stuff pops up. You see heaps of people talk about that. I can't remember who it was. There was a celebrity doing an interview and they asked him, can't remember who the celebrity was.
Is this the one where he says?
He said, they asked if you are jealous. Who are you most jealous of? It's a big name star and it kills me I can't remember. And he said, I am jealous of anyone who still has children at home.
Yeah.
And I was like, I've been complaining about my children and I will continue because they're annoying as hell. But I was like, I get that. Because I remember when Ethan was older and had his own life.
Oh, when he started to slip away, like he was working and like just
Where are you going?
You start to
What
feel
are you
this
doing?
separation of his path and your path. It's painful. It sucks.
Yeah.
It sucks.
I mean, and we're just lucky the fact that, you know, because he got married and had a baby early, the circle came back a little quicker than usual.
Yeah.
But when he said that, I'm gonna find out who said that, because it just really it resonated with me that I was like, oh, it's so true. Imagine all those people who are sitting at home and their house is quiet. They're probably in their 4-bedroom home that they've finally paid off, just wishing, you know. Like, why do you have the least amount of money and the most amount of stress when you got kids? You should go the other way around.
100%. 100%. You should get. No, I was going to say you should get poorer as you get older, but I don't really wish that upon myself.
No. Yeah, it's a really weird thing, isn't it? I'm going to see if I can Google who it was. You'll have to talk while I do that.
I was going to say Amanda Keller. No.
Yeah.
Is that her name?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I saw that.
For some reason that didn't sound right when I said it, but I can see her talking about it on radio. She's got a radio show.
Yeah.
And when she talked about her son growing up and just the difference, how your life just changes through the stages. And we've talked about it. You fall in love with the little kid, and then they change into like a primary schooler, and then they change into like a preteen, and then at each time you're like, you don't really recognize them for a while. Xander's gotten so tall, he's nearly as tall as me.
Yeah, I know.
And he's filling out because he's playing so much sport.
I know.
Like, he's getting muscly, and I just want that little toddler with the bowl cut to come back.
Yeah.
Even though that toddler was really annoying too.
Of course. That's so cute. I found it. Bob Odenkirk. That's why I couldn't think of his name. The guy from Better Call Saul.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, that dude. He's the one who said it, yeah. That he's jealous of people who still have kids at home.
Yeah. I don't know that it's in our future that we'll ever be lonely though, Dal. Because I feel like we always have other people's kids at our house too.
Yeah, and I love it.
It's good. Were you that house growing up?
Yeah.
You had lots of people like cousins
all the time.
Yeah.
I don't know whether it's because they liked me or because we had a pool.
Yeah.
Probably because we had a pool.
Pool helps. Pool helps. Like, I remember like when I was a teenager and all of Jordan's friends would be there as well, like my little brother.
Yeah.
Be like 10 of his little mates watching me and my friends in our bikinis. What?
Boys aren't like that.
Yeah, sure.
Mind you were flouncing around in your bikinis.
Carmi was. I wasn't.
Hey guys, thanks for joining us for another week. We'd love you to get involved with the show, please. We've got our socials, Insta, TikTok, Facebook, where you can search Underaged Grandparents Podcast. We've also got an email, underagedgrandparentspodcast@gmail.com. Yes, we do. Esther does zero admin for this podcast.
I just come. But then, all the stuff that I put on the board doesn't get up either. It's all your ideas.
That's not true.
No, I'm joking.
Don't make me out to be some kind of tyrant.
Not a tyrant. You just got better ideas than me. I just write Taylor Swift every week. So
yeah, exactly. Exactly. So if you've got a story you want to share with us, email that through. We'll see you next week, guys. Bye.
Bye.